Yo, this is such a crazy thing, man. The Black American Psyop. Have y'all been seeing this? Shout out to Leon and Blue Collar who brought it to my attention. But fake pages, AI, all over Twitter. And I'm gonna bring some videos that we kind of gonna watch together because one Blue Collar sent me. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. But like, are y'all seeing this? Like pages to sow dissension between black men and black women. Like, what do y'all honestly think about that shit? What's the why? What's the reason behind it? If we so insignificant, it actually says the opposite. What's the reason behind it? If we nobody, if we really at the bottom of the totem pole, why? If you don't take that and analyze it, and if you want to chalk it up to just, oh, people just, you got the wrong mindset. That's why I play the walk with me before we had these conversations, because I need you to think a little bit differently about what it is that we're talking about. Don't default to the shit that you thought before you got here, because we need to understand this shit together. It got to be more than that. You literally see a trend right now with the content creator who align with black men, literally making show after show after show about black fatigue, right? Undermining black people, trying to reprimand black people, using black people as cannon fodder. Why? It's more than just money. There's something else that's underlying, that's brewing. Is it envy? Is it jealousy? Is it want? Do they wish? Like, what are we really looking at? And don't default to the same old bullshit. Like, what are we actually talking about here? What are we actually witnessing? Why is people in India cosplaying black people? I'm going to tell you this. When you sow dissension amongst the men and women, the house can't stand. This actually tells us, man, the construct of family, a man and a woman together. Polygyny need to be considered for our people too. And I think the most palatable thing is a man and a woman together is a stronghold that's hard to break. But if you look at our numbers and see that we don't have it, they just keep pushing the same rhetoric, the same propaganda, the same narrative to keep us at the status quo we at. Because they know it's hard to get to be successful when you so disjointed. Because remember, a community is a group of families. Whether it's the red dot Indian, the sand nigga, whoever idea it is, that's less important than the fact that they willing to push it. They willing to use them to push it. They pushing it themselves. But there's some more to it. So if y'all in the chat, tell me, yo, Hamp, speed up, skip past this, and then we will do so. All right. Is the music too loud in the back? Is the music too loud in the back? Give a damn if just us 130 understand what's really happening. Right? Then I go tell a person and y'all tell a person, and then we get a rewatch and people start to wake up to the foolishness. And we don't let people bait us and use us as cannon fodder. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about too. Right? If we want to talk about the state of the culture, so be it. If we want to talk about the white violence, we could do that too, right? We talk about what we want to talk about. But don't go to someone else and have them use you as a case study, though. You understand? Don't click no link for somebody to use you as cannon fodder. To use you and mute you and drop you down and shut you the fuck up. Don't do that. Don't go to nobody and fucking placate and embarrass you and the people around you. Be smarter than that. All right, let's look at this, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most, man. Salute to everybody here, man. I'm feeling good, bro. I just kicked this cold, yo. I'm feeling good, man. Like, I feel Mar might be mad at me for this. Clips might be mad at me for this, but I feel happy, nigga. I'm sorry,
with it. Hiding behind names like.
All right, salute to Leon. He sent me this one. All right, so let me do this. Let me set this goal. Blue Jay, what up? Let me set this goal. I'm trying to get 50 super chats. And the next. All right, I'm going to let it play, all right?
We looked into the other accounts that basically took this salacious commentary and ran with it.
All right, so look at this. This is a couple. There were rumors about them breaking up, and then there's channels that are right to make it adverse to their relationship and marriage. So look what they just pointed. It says that this is the United States, but the channel is actually based in Pakistan. And if you guys know where Pakistan is, right, those people are East Indian in Pakistan. All right, so the same people as in India.
But exposure changes everything.
Look, Shams UI Imran, I guess it's Faisalabad, Pakistan, runs a system that churns out misinformation daily on Black U.S. public figures. Royal Star 7264, Royal Star News, Nini Star News, Black Hollywood History, Real Cool News 4469, at Stars Today 948. Hey, Fo, are you in the chat? Hey, Fo, come in here real quick, please. So I'm gonna get Fo in here, and I want him to just pull up these names right here. And if Fo come in, we can keep going. But Fo can come in and help pull up these channel names right here. And I want to see what they look like. Imran has these 6-7 channels that are literally spreading misinformation specifically about Black content creators and public figures. So literally like that tabloid newspaper that when you go to the grocery store, right, and they always got the tabloid shit. This is what they're doing. But they've been targeting Black figures specifically. Okay? Yeah, Bouze, that's what we're saying. Why? Why? All right, so I'm gonna let it keep playing. See if folk could come in here real quick.
Look at how this group of channels.
Oh, Caruso. Great question. The World Stars 7264 has 375,000 subscribers, bro.
Owned and operated by the same person, amplified.
Remember, Q World Star is dead. So the Black man who created World Star, he died maybe like 5 years ago. But we see World of Stars, World Star. You see, it resonates with us because we're the easy play on it. Now think about this. Heather is 100% right. Right? And maybe she saw it coming. But the truth is, the reason why I'm saying she's right and shouldn't be surprised because every single one of these stores in our neighborhood, right? Hip hop chicken, such and such chicken, such and such this, and they sell garbage in the neighborhoods. So what do? They take that same strategy and now exploit it on the internet because you can sell Black people bullshit wherever they live at. You can exploit them. You sell these things that are worth nothing for 100% times what they worth. The knives and the brass knuckles and all the fake weed and shit, right? In the neighborhoods, the same way. So they said, damn, we can exploit these niggas on the internet too. We could take them, fill them with bullshit, have a play on what they think is valuable. Look, Nene Star News. How popular was Nene from what was that? Not Bad Girls Club, but Housewives, I think. So they playing on a lot of shit. It's the same play. It's the same play. And the question is that's in the air is why?
Willie Lane's lies. These videos didn't appear randomly. They were released in sequence. Look at the pattern and malicious intent by which they operated. This is coordinated amplification, and their goal is always one thing: go viral. Get people to start writing the celebrity, get their attention, get them to respond and feed. They pull you into it, they profit from the chaos. Then there are the accounts that we are not in our lawsuit. Here they are. Nazir Rao claims to be based in the U.S., runs the channel Star News, targets Black U.S. celebs and public, and he's actually based in Pakistan. Dinar Minglalamov runs the channel Black Tea, claims to be based in the United States, targets Black celeb content. He's based in Russia. Kunjamal Jayan, official Vault videos, claims to be based in the United States.
Yo, sorry for pausing it. Yo, you can do this to us. Why? Right? Because one of the largest exports for the United States is entertainment, right? We understand that we are the biggest entertainers. So they take that and double down on it. You can soil the names of our people and there's no protections, right? Because we ain't protected by nobody. But the key is we don't protect our images. We don't protect each other. We let this shit just go out. All right. What the fuck do the Jews have? It's called the AA. What is that shit called? The Anti-Defamation League for anything. Like you can't say shit. But nobody take us seriously. Nobody don't take us serious. Yeah, that's a great point, Sarus. That money is exponentially increased, right? That's a good point, bro. That's a good point. So these two took it upon us. They fighting. They in settlement talks with the 5 that they had up there, and then there's a bunch of other channels that are in their lawsuit too. They didn't take this shit laying down. This should be a lesson to us. Let's keep playing it. Hey, y'all put a 1 in the chat for Leon for sending this video, because this is great. I'm literally watching it with y'all in real time.
Targets Black public figures and celebs with defamatory content. He's based in India. He claims to be based in the United States. And also Black public figures. He is actually based in Pakistan. Muhammad Shabazz Hader runs the channel Celebrity Star Talks, claims to be based in the United States, a gossip channel with negative content about U.S. Black celebrities. Muhammad is based in Pakistan. Sunny Duvall claims to be based in the United States, runs the channel Mukam Music, targets Black celebrities with negative commentary in Pakistan. Muhammad Islam runs the channel We Got Celeb, claims to be based in the United States with negative and denigrating content. Muhammad is actually based in Pakistan. We looked into the other accounts that basically took this salacious commentary and ran with it.
Hiding behind names like Black T.
That is, yo. And here's the thing, right? When you look at like the Black Panthers, you see what happened to Fred, right? They take a coon jester nigga, right, who is willing to turn on his people, right, and point them in that direction to infiltrate these organizations, and eventually they get destroyed and disbanded, right? Aside from the straight attacks like a Tulsa as an example, that covert shit is so much more dangerous, but it's so hard to pinpoint, and they can use people that look like you who just maybe are in trouble or for money or anything, right? But that's the CIA, right? But what's even crazier, these are people to turn a people divisive, Black people divided, right? Literally saying that Faith and Kenny Lattimore are breaking up and getting views. You see, like, it's even more wretched, right? And can be so much larger because any one of them, you see how many countries are literally doing it? And them are the big, I know we talk about the Nigerians. These are some scamming motherfuckers. Have you ever watched those channels where they expose like the scam? You owe a bill and this. Yo, I want y'all to do this when you get a chance. When you get or something, or you got a bill, entertain it. Entertain it when you get that phone call, one of those scam calls. Entertain it and work all the way through it. That shit is interesting. I've done it like once or twice. But they be scamming for every little thing, and they don't care who they explain is. Yo, they stores stay open 24/7. In DC, we had 1 million of them shits. 24/7, they got somebody in there selling bullshit. In the middle of the night, they got Rap Snack noodles now. But yo, just think through this, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button now for the see Rob in the building. Been member for 3 months. Son Kid, Shalom. What's going on?
Wow.
Aaron with the 2000. Hamp must have took 3 shots of brother whiskey. Nah, I'm chilling, bro. I just came from the gym. I'm mad sore from my fight on Saturday, and I hurt my foot again. But stretch, like I go to this stretch lab. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Aaron with the 2000. Everyone dies Black people. Oh, Ken, what up, baby? I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. Hope all is well, good brother. John Henry was popping.
Perfect.
OG John Henry in the building with the 10 ounces. Our holding on to the deception of Tuskegee Airmen incident makes us inclined to read and believe misinformation centered around mistruth that sets the date joined May 2022, based in East Asia and the Pacific. So she needs a nice, handsome, exotic man, not. And so I guess it reposts stuff like this to see beautiful Black women dating down. So it's just posting stuff like this. Unfortunately, the type of posts they make are too racist and insulting to actually post on this platform. So it looks like we can't see them on here because it's Instagram. All right, let me see. And then Blue Collar sent me a dope video. Let me see, son. X. And then, so what was that one called? Black. Wait, what's it called? The Black. Let me see. So it says The Only Barbie. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right. So that page has a check mark. So, okay, so far. So now we know that this is Pakistani people, essentially, right? Black in this post, don't, if you get derailed, let me say this right quick. Don't get derailed by anti-black men beliefs and start talking about what men and women do and all that shit. We ain't talking about that. We don't give a fuck who on it. We looking at the pages that are actually doing it. All right? Don't start the black man versus black woman shit. Don't start who the fuck people are dating. Don't start that shit. We looking at the side, right? So, all right, so the Black Barbies, pro black women positive promotion, and black women CIA headquarters in China. Join May 22nd, 2025. 7 username changes. Last one on August 2023. Okay. Now just think about it, because now you know who's posting this. So I just don't know what to click, because Twitter be crazy sometimes. Most of the time. The movement is called Save Yourself, Black Man. They are a radicalized group of rape of women, especially non-black women. Look at that. Look. They got a picture of the boy here. Hold on. I keep telling you. I'm scrolling slow because Twitter is crazy. But why? We understand the money part, but it ain't that simple. And let me say this: I don't want us to think it's that simple either. We'll do ourselves a disservice that affect us that continue to happen. You know, so we have to ask. Hey man, yeah, make sure y'all help me hit that goal, man. Help me hit that goal. Money, influence, and outside powers paying for division. But why, Thanos? Why, Thanos? So, salute the blue collar in the building, man. My brother Blue Collar. I'll see him in a little minute, man. It's really good to see him, man. He sent me this video.
Like, people are checking accounts whenever they see it's the greatest feature ever. It literally exposed.
So he titled it Elon Musk exposes how Indians are destroying black culture. So he's saying Elon basically added this feature, and then by proxy of this feature, it now allows us to see what we just saw when we literally pulled it up in real time about that account who still has 60,000 subscribers.
The Psyop on the black community. Yo, foreigners are making a living and making bank in causing division among black people in America. So X has this new feature where they are literally exposing where exactly an account is based in. Okay, so it shows the date you joined the app. And so for me, my account is based in the United States and it's connected via the United States app. So they have a VPN on, okay? 9 times out of 10, and it almost never fails. They're checking accounts whenever they see a divisive tweet. And what we're seeing is 9 times out of 10, and it almost never fails. An account that is starting conversations that are divisive among black people in America, and is more specifically in America, 9 times out of 10. Those chaos of agents, right? Those agents of chaos, they're 100%, 9 out of 10, 100% foreign-based account.
9 out of 10 times they check it. It's a foreign-based account.
A textbook example of this is this page called Black Barbies, _only Barbie. This entire page, the only purpose of this page is to disparage and tear down black men. That's it. Their entire tweet history is telling you how black men is garbage. That's it.
And here's what we fail to realize, right? They're tearing down the black man. That's why I want us to get so focused on that, because what we got to realize is that most people have an affinity for the people that look like them, right? The overwhelming majority of the people may date, marry the people that look like them. the people that come from their culture, the people that are in their proximity, right? So if it's making black men look bad, right? And so by proxy, black women step away. The black community gets tarnished, gets destroyed because of that. The black families get dissolved because of that. So the target is one thing, right? The target is one thing, but the outcome and effects and the repercussions of it are affect everybody, right? You heard about the buck breaking shit and all that. You target this, and then this part gets broken down as well. All right, let's listen to it. I'm talking too much.
She writes, keep black men away from children. 60% of all black women / girls have been touched by a black man before the age of 18. The FBI also suspects that this figure is also severely underreported. Okay. Light-skinned men love dark-skinned black women. They love black women more than black men do. You auntie advice, right? And I'm sure this white woman right here is saying some destructive things about men. So she commented, this is so true. And probably the reason why so many men, especially black men, are angry. Right? Fam. Again, one in all women, especially black women, the accounts below are ran by black men. Come on, bro. Food stamps is over. Coochie is back to being $40 again. Exactly. Black men are so ugly and undesirable. They can't find a way to attract women without using force. Insecurity or exploitation, truly the most disgusting group of men. So this person have a hatred in their heart, bro, for black men. And you would think, okay, this account is probably a black.
Now let me just say this, right? Empress, I was just talking to Shad about this yesterday, and this is one thing, and this is a different subject a little bit, but this is one thing though. There's several things that are being discussed, right? And I think there's a dismissive nature, and I know your heart, I know your intent, but I see that type of response a lot. It dismisses things that are being discussed entirely because we try to pigeonhole what's being discussed just to that conversation. But the truth is that conversation is coming from someone's experience, when we're conversing about the things. I think it's important to discuss the topic entirely and finish the sentence. But if there's a plight being discussed, it's not just in that conversation, because what happens is a lot of people dismiss it and don't consider it. And then and so it's key, because what we people to the internet, like for instance, the POV, they never ever were on the internet. Not Sis, not Love, not Dana, not Tay, none of them. Similar talking points, and similar back and forth. What you'll find is if you're out in the earth and you start a conversation, you'll find a lot of similar places, just that these conversations aren't being had in person. But if you were to have them in person, you would hear that a lot of people are dealing with these issues. But I see that, and not from you, but I see it a lot with people when they be like, oh, that just happened here. No, well, if you talk to somebody about their issue, right, and we need to make sure we address them here and then in the earth if it ever does come up, because it's about conduct, right? There's so many of us who aren't saying anything in our relationships. But when people are talking, I guarantee some of those points hit home. And if any of them hit home, and Empress, that's not you at all. That was an opportunity for me to kind of say it out loud. All right, let's keep going.
Women who have gotten hurt by black men in their past. Nah. If you go here and you see the bio, pro-like-minded black women only. This page is for black women positive promotion and black women victim advocacy. Okay. Now they changed this to CIA headquarters in China. They changed this after they got exposed. Because if you go to their page, it says account based in East Asia and Pacific. This is not done in goodwill or good faith. This is not somebody in China or East Asia or India who decided, hey, man, I believe that black women are being persecuted and given a bad hand in America. I want to stick up for them. So I'm going to be an advocate for black women on Twitter and I'm going to go at black men. No. This is an agent of chaos. Because mind you, their entire page, these people have literally infiltrated every facet of black American society, even down to the adult content that we consume. Some of the biggest adult content page for black people, right? The quote unquote interracial category is all ran by Indians. And every single one is ran by people from India, East Asia, China. It never fails. The pages you're seeing on my screen right now are pages that literally fetishize black men. And if that's not bad enough, even the ones that push degeneracy, such as white boy, black boy, like an Indian kid who grew up in a village in Punjabi, whatever it's called, bro. He thought, man, let me get involved in black. No. From my perspective, this is foreign intelligence, right? These are outside forces. These are government agencies who are getting involved. I went through everything. I went through the politics. I went through the adult content. And I don't think there's a psyop or infiltration that really amounts to the infiltration that took place during the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. The psyop that literally destroyed hip hop was manufactured and ran by foreigners. You are friends with somebody who listens to the other rappers' music, they don't rock with you. And that goes for both Kendrick and Drake. It's been revealed. All the accounts that are responsible, they're all foreign accounts. There's an account on Twitter called Hip Hop.
So now he's going into the hip hop psyop portion, which is interesting. I think I did an okay job of skipping just now because he was talking about, who you like and who ran these accounts, but this is interesting, right? Because it goes beyond the relationships,
Unison. Hip Hop Unison is literally responsible, I would say, for at least 20% of the discourse, the conversation, the divide, and the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake fans. Now, I like Hip Hop Unison. I think it's a dope page. I like it.
Yeah, Mahogany, I think people understand what to exploit, right? And the reason why I think that they're not, these ideas come from many different places, and people choose to actualize them, right? I think that they know how to exploit our communities just because we see it with the stores, as I was mentioning earlier, But now, is there a bug in the ear? Is there access to do so? Where is this information being poured in from, and from who? I think there's a lot that goes into it, But I think it also just simply illustrates how it's okay to do whatever to our community because nobody takes us seriously. That's probably one of my biggest takeaways.
Right, it's very pro Drake, it's very anti Kendrick. However, that's not why I like it because it's very opinionated, and it starts a lot of discussion, and they find a lot of things, and they post a lot of clips. Like if I have anything right in regards to Drake and Kendrick that I'm not really caught up on, I'll go to Hip Hop Unison to see what's the latest. Okay, but like truth like this, so Kendrick saved hip hop, but battling Drake, then hopping on a Playboy Cardi album that has AI tracks on it, while modeling for Chanel. Yeah, okay, goose. And there's countless of other tweets of him going at Kendrick, going at DJ, et cetera, et cetera. However, we was under the assumption, right, that Hip Hop Unison was from LA, so we assumed, okay, this is a dude who's from LA that has an anti-Kendrick stance, an anti, LA stance, but he's just a writer for Drake. And we kind of accepted Hip Hop Unison into the circle because we thought, okay, he's from LA, he's another black dude, he's just giving his take on hip hop. And it wasn't just an assumption. No, Hip Hop Unison told people, yes, we are from LA. That could be true, but it's GNX and the persona he portrays since the beef that we question and find disingenuous. Last album was literally Mr. Morale Therapy. So a dude from LA, you're a part of black culture, do your thing, bro. But then it was revealed today that no, Hip Hop Unison is not from LA. Hip Hop Unison, who created their account months after the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, is apparently from Canada, right? It's basically this is somebody who created their account months after the beef, created their account only because of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, of a black man in LA to further validate their Kendrick Lamar hate. It's a literal psyop. They just easily said, nah, I'm from Canada, we riding with Drake, but that would not have been good enough because you know why? If you're from Canada, you're from Drake, you're dismissed as biased. But a black man from LA.
No, one thing we say about the conversation, right? Because you can simply put out the argument. So let's just, make sure we address like the elephant in the room is we have a lot of conversations that are visceral in nature, right? They sound divisive, they sound hurtful, they sound salacious. We understand that, but I'm telling you, and I'm saying but on purpose, people are dismissing information that needs to be applied because they don't like it or they don't like how it's being said. But I don't know if you guys ever healed from anything. Healing be worse than the injury. I dove playing football, popped my shoulder. I said, damn. And so I kept playing. Then boom, I woke up the next day. I said, damn, I fucked up. So I'm kind of waiting. I can't pick up the kids like over my head and shit. But I probably could have after that. I couldn't quite throw it, but I was getting it off, I got that surgery. I'm back at it now. Yo, what? Remember I came on the live? I was still doped up. Then my arm stopped being numb because it was numb for 24 hours. You want to talk about pain? You want to talk about pain, which is weakness leaving the body? I had to be in a sling for 4 months, sleeping in a chair. Any little twinge, I chipped the wrong way. One of the kids falling, I try to fuck around and dive out to help him. Bro, it's like I got shot in the fucking head, bro. The healing part is egregious. That's what this is. But you gotta do the work though. Right? If you don't go to physical therapy, it takes longer. If you don't move it takes longer. It doesn't heal well. It doesn't heal the same. You can't just get the shit, address it. It's a process. Everybody who got all the answers, they can't be a part of this shit if they got a response to everything. I told my oldest daughter that the other day. I said, you the smartest Negro in the world. She said, why you say that? I said, because you got an answer for everything, girl. You got a response for everything and don't know nothing. All right, let's keep going. You feel me, Taruk? I know you know. Shout out to the kids, right?
Who's anti-Kendrick? Oh my God, tell us more. But it doesn't just stop at Hip Hop Unison. And for him, at least he's from North America. Okay, at least he's from Canada. The other accounts is pure malarkey. There's an account called High Power TDE News. This dude, fam, this dude single-handedly responsible for Kendrick and Drake fans literally not being able to stand each other, treating each other as if we're enemies. Right? Come to find out, right? High Power TDE News, right? The Kendrick Lamar fan page mascot, right? Like he's the mascot for Kendrick Lamar fan pages. Because from my perspective, he's one of the most vocal or the most loud. Man, listen, man. Dude from India, bro. From India.
Wow. Put him in the fucking bench. Get him out of here. Come on.
Man, this is insane. Now, when he was outed as being from India, he went on to not admit, hey, man, I'm from India or falls in division. I have no place in Black American business, right? But I'm doing it regardless. No, he decided that he was going to go off on Elon Musk.
Rock, what up, baby?
So what he would say is Elon Musk is exposing people and is wrong. And he's doing so for engagement. Blame yourself for mascotting around as a Black release, man, for getting outed. So they go, since y'all looking for dirt on me, here it is. Started listening to hip hop in 2012. Made his account in 2017-18, way before this beef ish. And for Elon Musk, F you. You ain't doing ish, but just want that bloody engagement with revealing location. So the rest of y'all who will still be following this account for a discussion, still be posting it. Do you see that level of anger? You know, there's literal venom spilling over from that tweet that they've been outed, right? But it gets even worse, though. There's more, okay? It gets even worse. So this account, shout out to Only Her Mar.
Everything, y'all. Everything. Relationships, the music, art, culture, right? This is. Let me make sure we understand this. They're always saying, "What is Black culture?" Right? People are trying to discount music. They ain't though. They not. They ain't ignoring it. Halftime show. They ain't ignoring it. But we let people discount artistry, music, engineering, writing, vocals, instruments, tune, sound, cadence, diction, rhyming, rhythm, algorithms, bar setups, rhyming syllables. They all that get discounted.
They made a thread. Well, okay. This account is pretty biased because I don't feel like it's a Kendrick Lamar issue, to be honest. I feel like it's an all issue. There are Drake bot accounts that are also from India, but they made it about Kendrick, and they says a thread on all the Kendrick Lamar bots, fan accounts that propped up after last year's diss tracks. Interesting how none of those accounts are even based in America. You see right here, June 2020, based in Europe. Kendrick Lamar fan base, another popular one. Kendrick Lamar updates from Nigeria. All right, this one from the UK. King Kendrick from Japan. Quintuple winners had
look at all these accounts, y'all.
From
look
Cuba.
At all these accounts.
The morale from the UK, and you got Big Stepper from Nigeria. Now
10 accounts from everywhere else, right? And being a fan is one thing, but sowing seeds of dysfunction and all that, you don't get the benefit of the doubt for us to think, oh, you're just a fan. No. What's your reason? Because we know it's an opportunity. We just saying it. And now, thanks to that feature being added to Twitter, which is the most salacious platform, people, I wish I would have saw what that follower count was for that Black Barbie account before this came out. Because it had 55,000, I think, on it still. I wish I had a screenshot of how many it lost after kind of being exposed for being from Pakistan. Because that's really the key. But shout out to the Lattimores, man. Doing something about it. Because they don't think we're going to do shit about it. Really, seriously. How do y'all get treated where y'all from in a store ran by the East Indians? How do y'all get treated? I'm just asking, like, how do they treat y'all? How they treat you? Like you ain't shit? Just another nigga in their store? We just got to bring it to each other's attention so we can address this shit differently, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.